noises. Hey everyone, welcome back to some more Let's Play Underrail. In the last video, we helped the dude get out of the Grey Army base. Right, we had been jumping through our first rift with him, but something went wrong during our time in the in-between. He was able to pull us out of there before we were horrifically destroyed utterly, but brought us to the Grey Army military base. Just leaping out of any possible portal that he could. Something was wrong with the juice, or so he thought. It needed to be jump-started for us to continue our adventure and get out of there safely. And we were able to find some mineral-based gun lubricant, which allowed us to, in fact, do this. Afterwards, we talked with the dude for a bit, and he believes that it wasn't actually the juice which was the problem. It was that he misinterpreted what the vision had been telling him. The vision had been telling him that we were supposed to go rift walking, and he'd need to help us do that. But he himself was not supposed to go along with us. And apparently he gets visions all the time of us. So that's kind of awesome in a way, but also kind of weird in another way. In any case, we helped him get out of there, and he has now offered to help us by creating juice whenever we need it. Hey, that's amazing. And so we bought a bunch of juice, and then off-screen, I bought a bunch of stuff for our apartment, or our house here. Sorry, it's a house, Tim, not an apartment. Give me a few seconds, everyone. I'm looking at stuff really quick. Need flares, Tim. Yeah, so I guess we'll take a quick peek around the house. We'll show it off. So, I think we had just bought some random stuff for the basement last time. Now I've got a few more, as you can see, cabinets here in our hallway, where I'm storing the various items I don't really need to carry with me all the time. We don't need to carry like 100 health hypos with us, or all of our adrenaline shots. I'm storing all the extra keys and key cards in that shelf. I've got garbage that I don't know if I need or not in this one. We have a pretty nice looking living room / kitchen. I really like the look of it. I think it fits Decker's personality, the color scheme I went for as well. And upstairs has been outfitted a little bit. I bought an armory. Different bullets, grenades, what have you, are in these shelves. Speaking of which, do I have enough grenades on me? I do. We have 6 flashbangs. That should be plenty. And I have moved everything in the barrels that we had been storing by the merchants into one of the different shelves or computer racks here in our basement or one of the rooms upstairs. I also sold everything that we had that I could sell in our barrel near the merchants. So we are now back to looking for more gear to sell to them, and we'll leave it there later. In any case, I spent close to about 17,000 charons on the house, or 15,000, and we're not done with it yet. There's still more stuff to buy for the house. The stuff I bought for the house is just fluff. It's just doesn't do anything for us, other than I have a bunch of different shelves to store things in. Realistically, if you care about money and or you're metagaming, which there's nothing wrong with metagaming, by the way. I'm not saying this for any negative purposes. I'm just saying that if money is a concern in this game, you probably won't do that because you don't need to. You can leave all your stuff in random piles all around your house, and it'll be safe there. Just remember what you have in what pile, obviously. But I like using shelves explicitly for this, so that's what I do. In any case, now that I'm done with that, we're going to go and try to unlock a few more rifts. I want to get all the ones I'm aware of that we can currently reach unlocked to allow us easier traversal around Underrail. Well, let's do this faster. So I figured what a better way to celebrate that than by doing things as slow as possible as we go and get these rifts. So first off, we have to kind of walk to all of them anyway, because we have to attune ourselves to these rifts in order to unlock them. And while we could probably make this a little faster by taking the trains here or there, I'm not gonna. We're gonna walk around. And instead, this will give me an opportunity to clear a few rooms that I have not cleared so far, and check them to see if there's any audio items within them. You know what? I didn't explore up. What's up here? Oh! Really? I didn't realize that leads right down to this area. How about that? Alright, anyway, so now we explored this. We'll clear that off the map. We still have to clear the lurker base. Yeah, we'll probably... I think the next video we do will be the lurker base. There's at least one oddity point in there. And if we're joining the free drones, there's some more experience by completing a task in there. Lurkers, as you might remember, are the cannibalistic gang. And they have a group of prisoners down there that they eventually plan to eat. If you, some of them are members of the free drones. And so if we want to complete the free drones quest series, and I think we will, we'll want them cleared out. And we can do that without actually having joined the free drones. Now this area has not been explored. Okay. So first off, in this area, there's a really hard to find trap right here. Oh, okay. That wasn't that hard to find, but I'm pretty sure this trap is extraordinarily difficult to disarm. So I'm just going to leave that bear trap there. There's a group of lurkers here around the corner. And we're going to kill all of them. Obviously. I think there's one oddity experience point in this area that we haven't gotten yet. No, sorry, that we can benefit from. Where are they? Where are they? Oh! There they are, and they saw me from here. So... how do you want to do this, Tim? Let's let the dogs come to us. Oh, you're never gonna bark? We're gonna get you. I know you're right here, Hunter. Oh, you're not. Oh, crap. Then I don't know where you are. Hunters can be instant death for you on any difficulty level. All it takes is like a crit electrical bolt, followed by a crit aim shot, and you know what? You're practically dead right at that point. And then, if you're not dead, the next round you're hit again and killed. Okay. So that means the hunter is trapped. Trapped is right in here. Let's go say hello. I know you're in here. Hello. Sure. We'll shoot you to death. Some decent stuff on her. How's the crossbow? That crossbow's not really worth taking. Alright, let's reload. And deal. Actually, we'll come back for them because our second sight is almost expired. Actually, no, it's not going to matter. We don't have time. It's only 3 minutes. That's not enough time, I think, to get to the rail crossing rift gate, or it would be extremely close if we were to reach it. So forget it. We'll benefit from the +1 perception. I don't know if I talked about it, but the juice does give you +1 perception, which makes it really useful for you if you're playing a gun wielding hero. Oh, that was lucky. I thought I could get a little closer before combat started. I can't remember if there is a stealther here along with these four, so we're just going to throw a flare. Okay, if there was one, I thought he'd be there, but I don't see him. So let's run around the corner and end our turn. The cutthroat made it all the way here. The hunter... Oh, okay. I was gonna say the hunter's probably walking towards this door. So he's in the way. So what happened is that when they were moving, this cutthroat entered this area, and which blocks anyone else from entering this area. So the hunter probably got the initiative last, and so because she can't walk this way, thanks to the cutthroat blocking the way, she was going up this way instead. I don't know why I felt the need to tell you all that. Let's activate our bullet time and see if we can kill the cutthroat. The murderer is going to be a pain in the butt to hit at this distance. We can probably afford a flare throw. Almost. Oh! I used sprint already. Let's use an adrenaline to run around the corner and be safe. The bad news about using the adrenaline now is that we could be hit and killed by the hunter. We might be fatigued. Alright, good. She moved up and did not fire. Thank you. I appreciate that. Alright. Kind of mess it up a little bit. That's a decent crossbow. Alright, let's see. So we will fix that beauty. Actually, it's an okay crossbow. It's still worth a decent amount. And since we're going to Real Crossing, we might be able to sell it for some cash. We didn't take any damage, so we don't need that single health hypo. Oh, look at that shock steel combat knife. That's probably worth close to 7,000 fully repaired. Let's see. Oh, no, it's not. So that was not worth full repairing. That's not worth... Oh, it is an extended magazine. That might be worth fixing. It is, yep. And I think it's worth even using a normal one of these on it, too. Oh, holy crap! I forgot how damaged our normal falchion was. Let's fix that as long as we're fixing things. Alright, let's check all... I didn't check all those lockers. Alright, let's check all this to see if there's any oddity items present in them. Now, there's a ladder here. And that ladder... goes to a very bad place. And I don't want to go down there. There's, I think, 4 Deathstalkers and 3 or 4 crawlers down there. And I really don't want to go down there. Oh! A tooth necklace. 1 oddity point. Like, I really don't want to go down there. Absolutely not. When I've been down there with my other characters, I haven't found anything down there. I don't think there's any unique oddity down there. And we get nothing for killing Deathstalkers on oddity mode, now that we've got the 2 oddity items from crawlers or Deathstalkers. I thought I cleared this room. So there's another 2 dogs in this room. Let's sprint. Sorry, doggos. But better you than me. So if I didn't explore this room yet, let's quickly... Okay, I don't have the connection either. Let's get the connection. The map must be completed. I need all the rooms connected to all the other rooms. This is gonna happen. I like the look of a completely filled out map. And I hate the Fog of War. The Fog of War taunts me in every game saying, Tim, You love exploring. Well, here's a crevice you didn't search. That's something you should have kept to yourself, Tim. Oh, you know what, Tim? There might be a thing down there that has something in it that you haven't found because you didn't swing your cursor around it. Oh, we'll do a bunch of crawler things all together in a different video where I'll set myself up to deal with them. I'm hoping to have some slightly better armor to help me with that. We'll make a suit of armor similar to my own, but if I'm going to be doing that, and I'm saying I'm going to make it, then we're probably going to be waiting for some significant amount of time before we actually deal with areas that have many crawlers and deathstalkers infesting them. Crawlers aren't so bad any longer, right? We can handle crawlers without any real problem. But the deathstalkers, they are always a problem. It'll be late, much later in the game, because I'm going to want a suit of riot armor, like what I currently have, in order to reduce their melee damage to me. And if I want it better than what I've currently got, that means tailoring is going to have to be pretty high. And that means probably close to level 24 or so by the time it is high enough. Alright, so what are we doing now? So we are walking over to Junkyard to grab its Rift Gate. We can take... I never remember the name of this place. South Railroad Outpost, I think? SRO? So we can grab the elevator by the Protectorate Embassy, or in the Protectorate Embassy, in order to make it to Junkyard and grab the Rift Gate there. And then I think it'd be faster for us to teleport back to the tunnels where we just got that Rift Gate and take that to Rail Crossing. And from there, we jump back on the Rift Gate, go to Core City, walk over to Foundry, and get its Rift Gate. Actually, I'm kind of doing this a bit... Well, no. Here's what you do, Tim. You go to Junkyard. You take the boat over to Camp Hathor. Then you take the rift back to the lower passages. Take that to Rail Crossing. Then walk over to Foundry. Or take the train to Foundry. And then get the rift gate there. And then we think if there's any rift gates I missed. Actually, there is the other one near Camp Hathor. By the Deep Caverns. Originally, I was going to get that one now, but there's really no reason to do so. We'll never actually go back there until we're done with the Deep Caverns, as there's no reason to enter that room otherwise. Hello, Mr. Protectorate. Yep, it's holstered. You know, I always thought it was a bit zealous of the Protectorate to kill you, or anyone, if they walked even a step onto the Protectorate base here with weapons or equipped. But it kind of makes sense in a way, because of how... That's the word I'm looking for. Lawless South Underrail generally is. You have no clue if someone has a bomb on them and would just detonate it inside that location. Or go in there, or a gang would show up looking to start a fight. And maybe someone in there or some drunk person or someone out on drugs just walks in and begins shooting up the place. So, and plus with free drones, they're probably super concerned that they don't want any terrorists walking into their facility and blowing it up. Blowing it up? You know, suicide bombing themselves. The free drones don't strike me as being that type of organization. I don't think they use lives in that fashion. Alright, so here's the rift gate at Junkyard. Let's go ahead and juice up. Alright, so next... Did I grab the rift gate? I didn't! I walked right past the rift gate in those passages. Oh, that's annoying. Alright, well... we can go back to Core City, walk right back, then go through the tunnels we just went through to get that rift gate. The whole reason I was walking through those passages, where we just walked through, was so that I could get the rift gate by the free drones base, and I completely missed it. And as long as I'm completely missing things, I should remember that I don't have any weapons equipped. Let's fix that as well. Let's see. Okay, so to Camp Hathor, then back to Core City, back into the tunnels, we grab the free drones rift gate. And then go to rail crossing after that. So this is only going to take a few seconds, everyone. And then since we're walking through the tunnels, we'll try to think of something to talk about together. I know, right? We don't want any awkward silences in this. Oh! What did I just press? The Grey Army base. Oh, we don't want to be here. Not yet, at least. Even if the music is incredible. Now we gotta do this all over again, Tim. Well, I'm absent-minded. I'm surprised I remember as much as I do when it comes to dealing with the enemies here in Underrail. My mind has a useless, unlimited capacity for... Useless? My mind is useless, and it says the wrong things all the time. My mind has an unlimited capacity for storing useless information. Alright, so, what can we talk about? So, let's do what I normally do. We'll talk about other games when I'm talking about when we're playing this one. Especially when we're doing something like just walking around and grabbing rifts. So today, the day I'm recording this part, in case I haven't mentioned it, because I don't think I did. Today is June 21st, 2021. And I need to begin considering, at this point, how far along I am in the games I'm currently uploading. Because August will be here in the blink of an eye. And in mid-August, that's when I begin uploading games which are Halloween themed. And by the end of Halloween, slightly thereafter, right around like the first week of November, I like being done with all those games so I can begin playing games that aren't Halloween themed. This year, my intention is to play through Pathologic Classic HD again, and this time play through it with the Hurrah specs as the longest of those games I will be playing through. I plan on playing through The Consuming Shadow and The Occult Chronicles 2 more times as well. It just doesn't seem like it's Halloween unless I play through those two games, because they're great. They're absolutely great games. They're really thematic. I like reading. I like the music, the theme for them. So we'll definitely play through those games again. And here's the rift I completely forgot about. So those two games, if I play 2 rounds of them, Consuming Shadows will be done in 2 videos. 2 or 3 videos. The Occult Chronicles will be done in about 12 to 16 videos. So that's a month for that game. The Pathologic game will probably take about 30 to 40 videos. So that's the entire run of... That's 80 days total, assuming I upload it once every other day, which I haven't been doing regularly recently, but I'm hoping to get back into the swing of 2 videos per day. In any case, so that's 1 month, and I still have basically another month and 2 weeks worth of games to upload. So I was thinking of playing... So the other games I see on my desktop, for the ones I am considering, are playing through Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines again, Costume Quest, Dead Space, and Depth 6 are the games. I also have The Door in the Basement as another possible scary game to play. And I also, technically, I have The Shore, but I'm not thinking I'm going to record that one. Alright, so let's talk about the games I'm thinking about really quick. So, Costume Quest is an amazingly Halloweenish themed game. It's a JRPG of sorts, where you're playing 3 kids, and they're trying to stop the goblins from taking over the world or something like that. And the costumes they wear give them their special powers in the turn-based combat game. It's really cute. It seems like a really kiddish game, but I really like the theme of it. It felt great to play it. I don't think I actually beat the game. And you can't get more Halloween themed than a group of kids going around on Halloween night, wearing different Halloween costumes and squaring off against evil goblins. It's great. What a great game. For Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, I've played through that game 3 times on my channel. Twice with the Malkavian and once with the Nosferatu. All those times using the unofficial patch. But the Malkavian playthroughs were so bad. Like the first one, I just deleted it and redid it like a few years later. And that one was also so bad that I ended up deleting that when I did my Nosferatu playthrough. Recently I tried watching it, but it was also kind of not up to snuff. Not up to my higher standards these days for what I consider acceptable YouTube videos for my channel. So I deleted it about 2 months ago. And this means I don't have any Vampire the Masquerade playthrough on my channel any longer, so I'm thinking it would be good to play through it again. I've never played through the game with a normal vampire. It was always some vampire that had to do things a bit differently. So this time around, I'm thinking of playing through it with a Toreador. And we'd use guns with him, I think, would be what I do. Alright, now hold on. That was this last rift? Foundry. Foundry's next. I guess we'll walk there. We're having fun talking, right? Having fun talking. This is one of those videos where there's... Well, then again, we also did... We did some fighting. We're almost done with all the rifts that I'm aware of. There's the one in the Black Sea. We can't get that until we start the DLC. There's no others I'm aware of in Core City. I think there's one near the university. I think there's one in the Protectorate base. In, what's it called? Fort Apogee. There's another one. How far is it to Foundry from here? We should take the train. So for Deep Space, I think I deleted all my Deep Space videos as well. I wasn't very happy, at least I deleted the original Deep Space. I might have Deep Space 2 still uploaded on my channel. But original Deep Space I think might be gone altogether. So, you might not realize it, viewer, but I used to be pretty big into horror games. I was dating a girl called Liz for a while. A great friend of mine. And she and I, we broke up eventually, but we're still great friends. And she would come over to play horror games with me. We have a few of them uploaded on my channel still. But most of them were recorded back in 2011, 2012, if then. YouTube didn't let you record such high-resolution games at the moment. I don't even think Google owned. When did Google buy YouTube? 2011? Why am I talking to Leonie? In any case, I had Outlast, Amnesia: The Dark Descent, Penumbra Overture, I think, and a few other horror games that she and I played together, and it was a lot of fun. In this day and age, I think it would be an incredible hit to watch two people, or listen to two people play a game, especially because YouTube the fans seem to like when the girls play the horror games, and it was a lot of fun having Liz play a horror game with me. The best was when she screamed in Amnesia: Dark Descent, which made me scream. Almost got me killed when the first boss showed up. But those videos, unfortunately, again, the audio quality was miserable. 15, 12 minutes, lots of problems with the recording software I was using. Actually, no, that's not true. Well, there was some problems with it, but Fraps fixed all that stuff up. But lots of issues with me and the way I was doing video editing at the time. It was really no good. So I scrapped all of those. And in any case, I wouldn't mind getting a few of those horror games uploaded on my channel again. For Depth 6, what am I doing? That's not where I want to be. Depth 6 is, as far as I'm aware, a horror game, but I haven't played it at all. So I couldn't tell you anything more about it. The same with The Door in the Basement. They both look like they're horror games, and I don't want them... I want to play them blind if I can. As for The Shore, that's a game which I played just last weekend for the first time. And I know it's gotten some mixed reviews, but I had bought it anyway a few months ago. And in the end, it is indeed a game that has lots of problems. The game... Well, do I want to talk about The Shore? I guess we can. So a heads up. You hear that? I actually printed some stuff to talk about today. But then I got distracted by Halloween games. So I printed up a bunch of games that So I am going through my Steam backlog, as you may or may not know. And I am discovering games that I didn't realize I have that were awesome. Like Cosminator or Mainframe Defenders. Like, holy crap, these games are great. I can't believe I owned these for like a year at least and never played them. What was I thinking? These were incredible. And then I have other games where numerous games in my backlog, and some of them are like, oh, this game is not really for me, but I'm glad I tossed the developer some money because I like what he at least tried for this game. And then there are some games where I'm like, I wish I had played this when I bought it, because I would totally hit the refund button on this game. And where are we going, by the way? Hold on, before we begin talking about anything else, where are we going? So we got all the rifts I can think of. We got all the rifts, so if I'm... Oh, and we didn't do that any longer. So why don't we pick a few fights with some more groups of enemies? So let's go this way and deal with the lurkers hanging out in that hallway. Then if we have time, we'll go and defeat the group of lunatics that are doing the summoning ritual down below. And maybe we'll finally clear out all that area. All that area means the last of lower Underrail. We have a few large battles we haven't done, so I guess we'll do those right now. So, The Shore is one of those games where I'm glad I paid the money, but it feels like the game... It's really rough around the edges. Kind of like Biomutant in a way, but whereas Biomutant doesn't feel really finished. It's not a bad... I guess I should quickly add that Biomutant is not a bad game. And I am actually done recording it. I just recorded the last episode, I think episode 9 or 10, yesterday. I'm glad I played it. I think it's a decent game. I think it's what they're asking for is too much for what's in the game at the moment. And someone needs to sit down with the game and tie all of its systems together into some cohesive game. Because it's a bit all over the place with how some of the mechanics work. The camera, I'm fighting the camera, or was fighting camera constantly. Some of the combat mechanics are unbalanced compared to others. Range combat is incredibly easy compared to anything else in that game. And how are we doing this, Tim? Alright, hold on. I begin babbling about Biomutant. Alright, hold on. Sorry, I had to get my head back into literally the game. Alright, here's what we're going to do. Actually, I don't have any other grenades with me. Alright, this could go really bad south really quickly. Let's do this. Alright, shield activated. Let's start combat and move up. All the way up. We'll activate sprint. Move a bit more. Now, there's a trap. I think it's right here. And we're going to throw a flashbang and see where that goes. Okay. Let's use some adrenaline. We're going to use some morphine. And we're going to use bullet time. And we're going to try to kill the psychic. That was awesome. We move up. And now we're going to try to kill the hunter. We move up. We try to kill the trapper. Almost. Ooh. Oh! But good for him. He missed with the nets, but then crit us. With the electrical bolt. Thankfully, we had taken some morphine, so we weren't killed outright. I would love to stun you. Now that your friend is also incapacitated, mister. I know we're exhausted. We can still kill you. All right! I know. I'm amazing. I am amazing at the game. I know this. You know this. We all know it. There's no reason to be humble. We are a golden god at Underrail. So that went really well, all things considered. I was a little worried when he hit us with his crossbow bolt. I thought for sure that net would actually land on us, and that would all he would be able to do. I didn't think he would be able to move and then use a electrical bolt. I was hoping to use escape bonds to then surprise him and kill him, but that didn't work. That didn't work out. But overall, it did. All right, so that makes up for the morphine that we used. Do I need more flares? We're okay. And the hunter, what do you have for your crossbows? Your crossbow. That's decent. Some more healing drugs. We'll take more flares. All right. Well, that went really, really well. Let's repair our falchion. Okay, and that's this group eliminated. One of the reasons, again, everyone, why this is going so smoothly for us is that I have a good memory of what is in each area. Especially when it comes to where the traps are located. Speaking of traps, we just have to walk on that one. Because I want to check this box. I don't think there's actually anything in this box. I think this box has like garbage in it. It's supposed to be a trap if you have stealth to entice you to walk over there and try to interact with it. Oh, never mind. There's a fancy lighter in here, but we already know all the oddities. We already have all the possible oddity experience points we can get from studying that. All right, let's get this on our map. Oh, wow, that was lucky. You didn't step on another bear trap. Oh, rat hounds. How I hate you all. Alright, well that went really well too. But now we have to repair our pistol again, probably. Almost. Ah! I hate wasting bullets on rat hounds. Alright, now I walked over here because I wanted to get this connection on the map. So, now that's done. Oh yeah, we left some ironheads alive down there, didn't we? Well, let's go back to Foundry. And we will go... I think we'll go... I think we'll try to kill the lunatics next. Oh, we absolutely explored Dude's secret as well. That can come off. Yeah, we'll go and try our hand at killing the lunatics. Alright, so back to the shore. So, the shore is a H.P. Lovecraft mythos type of game. I guess am I going to do like a mini review on it? The issue I have with the game is that the pacing is a bit weird. It starts off as a walking simulator. But then it changes to a weird type of like FPS game for the second half. The game is also exceedingly short. Well, exceedingly short is maybe a bit harsh. You can complete it in under 2 hours. If you know what you're doing and what to interact with. The first half took me about an hour and 40 minutes the first time, but that was because I was unsure what to do, and I also had to start over once because the game glitched out on me and forced me to replay it from the start. I lost the ability to sprint in the game. The game is somewhat frustrating in that when it comes to the chase scenes, especially which are going to occur in the second half, you have almost no time to react to being chased before you're attacked by the creatures. And this can be very, very frustrating. We totally explored that tunnel down now, so we don't have to have that there. The second chase scene in particular, when you go underwater and you are walking towards the pit, if you don't begin running pretty much instantly the moment you hit the ground, if you delay even like half a second to really be terrified of the creature in front of you, you're dead. You can't get away from it. And so it's very frustrating, some of this. When you eventually, in fact, here's another example. When you reach one of the outer plains areas, the first one, which has this amazing, absolutely jaw-dropping, breathtakingly incredible otherworldly look to it, you can't even look around to appreciate it because you're being chased by this horrific monster that will devour you if you stop to stare even for a second at what's around you. It's very odd the way that the designer decided to create the game that way, because you really want to just... The first game makes it seem like a walking simulator, and then it changes it out from under you after that. Now, there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. Not really. I'm fine with a game throwing curveballs or trying something new later on. But for this game, one of the game's strong points is its visuals. I don't generally care about graphics in games. The gameplay is the priority number one to me. If it can't hold my interest because, well, of any numerous reasons, I'm not going to be interested in the game. Graphics are the least important thing to me when I play a game. That said, though, if a game looks like ASCII, I will have a hard time getting used to it, like the original Dwarf Fortress. I can't really wrap my head around the game very much because I don't understand what I'm looking at when it comes to creatures or what have you. But that's why I use a tile set whenever I play Dwarf Fortress. But in any case, yeah, I don't care about graphics all that much. I mean, if it looks great, great. But even if it doesn't, alright, I'm still fine with that. As long as the game is fun to play. I mean, heck, I still fire up games from, like, the Commodore 64 and play them on occasion, because I find them fun. But in any case, I'm getting distracted. So, the game's graphics are incredible. I don't think I've seen a game that is as pretty as The Shore is. And the way that these other extraplanar things are presented is really incredible. It is amazing. The sound effects are okay. The music is a bit out of place. The story is not very good. Unfortunately, as well. And the game's walking simulator parts, it's a bit difficult to know what you're supposed to do. There is almost no hints for what you're supposed to interact with or the order you're supposed to do things in. So it's kind of a bit random. I eventually just walked around and tried clicking on a bunch of things I had in my inventory and other things until I could figure out what it was I was supposed to do. And I found out what I was supposed to do by almost complete accident. In any case, what turns out to be scary or frightening... Uh-oh, we got seen. But we have a gate in front of us, which will make this interesting. So, the Psychers in here, for some of their abilities, they need to actually be able to physically reach me in order to use them. For example, cryokinesis. You can't shoot it through a gate. So if the enemy would have to be able to see me without a gate in the way to be able to use that power, I think the scanner wants to use biolocation on me, and he can't do it through the fence, which is a bit weird. He should be allowed to do that through the fence, but he can't, for which I'm very grateful, because there's a cat in the way, and it's his cat. It's like all the cats are working with the lunatics, so I am totally not going to kill the cats, but I'm going to remedy the world of this lunatic plaguing it right now. And the scanner was probably the most difficult one here. There's another one that will have a crossbow. They're going to be a little tough because they have super long range. Yeah, she has a pistol as well. Ooh, okay. There's two crossbows and a pistol user. I'm mostly worried about the electrician. Because, well, am I? I don't think I am. Alright, let's use sprint, and we're going to charge as close as we can to the gate. We're going to use bullet time, and we're going to kill the ones that didn't shield, if we can. Oh, out of bullets. That's right, out of action points. Do different cats have different portraits? I've never looked at that before. Let me see really quick. Do they? They do! Look at that! I have never looked at the cat's portraits in my 1,436 hours or so of playing this game before. I think that's amazing. That Stygian Software went through the effort to make sure that the cat's portraits match the fur that they have. The dark cats look like dark cats. That's pretty cool. Now, the cats themselves are not very dangerous. They only do, like, maybe 1 damage to you, if that. I don't think they do any damage to us because of our coat. In fact, let's open this gate and see exactly how dangerous they are. Yeah, 6 mechanical damage, all of which will be resisted because of our overcoat. But the cats block you from being able to reach the lunatics, and they surround you and keep you pinned while the lunatics pick you off. At least that's the general plan that the cats have. Cats as well have sure step, I think is what it's called. they do not suffer any damage from caltrops, for example. And I think they also... Can they safely walk in low fire? I don't remember. I know caltrops won't hurt them whatsoever. I think they're immune to something else as well, because I remember being pretty surprised at that the cats could still surround me. I guess we'll just grab everything off these people. And we'll stick it all in the barrel whatever I don't want. Alright, and that's the lunatics dealt with, everyone. In this area. Let's mark that as cleared. We got like another 10 minutes left, so I guess we'll just... I'm not going to talk about, I guess, well, everything else I wrote down over there. Actually, should I read what I wrote down about the shore? Yeah, I guess we will. So, let me read what I wrote, because holy crap. I spent like 2 hours writing down 2 pages worth of stuff so we could talk about it together. Because I'm always hyper aware of the fact that I'm talking about nothing at all. But I'm going to have to wait until after I move all the garbage that I don't want into this barrel. I think that's all of it. Actually, it's not all of it. We have a bunch of special bolts. We don't need these. No talking! No talking. That's weird. These weren't in my inventory earlier. I wonder where I got these from. Oh, you know what? I meant to show this to... We must have had this in our inventory when we talked with Azif. I thought for sure there might be more information about the mysterious disc that we could find somewhere. But apparently not. Or if there is, I haven't found it yet. Oh, we should finish getting rid of all the fog of war. It's going to annoy you, Tim. Also, you should look for secrets while you're here. With the cursor. Nothing. Alright, yeah, so... I remember watching a video on the shore ages ago, and it looked, again, utterly amazing. I had seen some early reviews, and they were a bit all over the place. And when I did buy the game, the reviews were... It was very mixed, with most of it being negative on the shore. It apparently had quite a few glitches and bugs with it that made it pretty much unplayable, from what I can tell, when it was first released. But it's by far and away one of the best looking games I've ever seen and ever played. As I mentioned, the extraplanar creatures and backgrounds there. I cannot begin to. Oh, please tell me I brought lockpicks with me. Okay, I did. Sorry, when I was moving things around to my home, I like taking everything off except my armor so I'm not naked, and then I move stuff back and forth between the barrels, and that includes all the lockpicks. Anything secret in here? Nothing that I see. Alright, let's search these boxes. I think there's some high-level shield parts in this box. Oh! Oh. Well, not today. Just a mid-level plasma core. And that was it. Alright, so... let's go to the right. We'll do another big battle. I guess, everyone, we're going to wait to talk more about what I wrote down in the next video. Or the next time it is that I have a big lapse of speaking. We have a lot of airtime to... Oh, God! Are we dead? Thankfully, you used TK Punch. So I was stunned only for 1 turn. Because when you used Dirty Kick, it didn't do anything to me. So you like punching people, do you? You like stunning people then punching people. We like doing that too. That's our thing. And you like shooting people? You like shooting people? Because I apparently don't. I like missing from time to time. Oh, fire. Yeah, fire's good. We're going to fire at you close range, though. Stupid lunatics. Alright, what do they have on them? Another decent crossbow. And the brawler. A bunch of miscellaneous trucks. Alright, not bad. Were they guarding an oddie item in the barrel today? They were, but not one that we can benefit from. Alright, so... let's get this connection on the map. I guess we'll kill the Iron Head who's in here, and then we'll wrap up this session, everyone. We've been playing for like an hour. Oh, there's mines on this road waiting for you. And there is a single Iron Head guard. Right there. Hello, sir. You having a good day? You saw me. What are you gonna do about it? I should really be using Exposed Weakness more often. I always forget I have it. And considering that I put a spec point in it and took it as a feat, that's not a feat I should... ability I should forget I have. What am I doing? We don't need to go that way. Let's search these barrels, get the connection on the map, which will lead us to the Iron Head base, and then we are done, everyone. We will do more. I guess we'll... there's a another room here that has some Iron Head. Actually, I don't know if they're Iron Heads, but there's a group of bandits here which are pretty tough to kill. 3 of them. We'll kill them. We'll get this area cleared on the map, and then I don't know what I want to do. We have so much that's still open to us. But we're also level 20, approaching level 21. I don't know. We'll have cleared out... oh, almost all of the passages. There's 2 more rooms down here, if I recall correctly. Apparently I have a room here. Did I explore to the east? That was this location, not this one. We'll probably clear out whatever's left. And I totally explored the way down now. We will clear out the last of the rooms for lower Underrail, of which there's like 3 or 4 left. And then... it might be time to start the DLC. We also have the Lurker base, Tim. Alright, I'll think off screen, everyone. Alright, and I'm babbling. I'm sorry, everyone. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.